I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. It's it's now 5:30 in the morning. I haven't gone to sleep, but I was about to settle down. And then I just can't believe it. It flashed up on the screen. CHERELLE CLARKE, who look a few live streams back. I made a live stream, evidence of licensees attacking me in my council accommodation. That vile creature, CHERELLE CLARKE, has just been reported 15 hours ago on MSN. You can have a look. Have a look on Bing. Go to the search engine. She's on the mainstream media. Her and her mother have been jailed for 5 years for stealing from the elderly. That is how evil they are. And that's from she's from London, but this is from the Kent area. That vile creature, and I recorded her and the neighbours complaining at the Riverbourne house. I can't wait to tell Juliet this, because the Riverbourne house need to hear this. And I'm going to let my housing officer know, because in July last year, that vile creature, and I'm going to post a video showing the article on mainstream media of her evil face, her and her mother, who've been stealing from the elderly, stealing bank cards. Yeah. She's now where she needs to stay, in prison. Not in council accommodation, drunkenly assaulting vulnerable people like me. Charles Lucas Property Management and the police covered it up. You can see on my channel that I fought hard to install CCTV outside my room. Anyone from MSN watching this, because I've let them know about this, anyone from MSN Media, any member of the public who watches this, have a look at my channel and you will see right near the start where they pulled the wall down. I've had my bedroom window smashed. I had everything happen to me. For the past year, I have been self-funding with thousands of pounds of back pay of severe disability. I've been funding hotels for my safety, and I'm now currently in someone else's home. But I'm going to let my housing officer know about this article that I've just seen, because in July last year, when I was in the Cavendish Hotel, he let me know that finally they had changed the locks and got rid of her. But we had a bit of a fight on our hands, me and the neighbours, because I was being targeted by the police. How I haven't jumped off Beachy Head to my death, I do not know. But that vile creature, CHERELLE CLARKE, called me an effing nutcase in front of paramedics one time. I've got damning evidence of council meeting minutes where even my housing officer's manageress knew what was happening. She was at the meetings, members of the council, the president of the EHA, Eastbourne Hospitality Association. And a lot of these hotels are being closed down and used for illegal immigrants claiming asylum through racketeering, through the corruption, because they're not asylum seekers, they're illegal immigrants. Whilst vulnerable people born in the UK, such as myself and others, are dying on the streets. Praise Abba Yahweh that I have just seen that article. I am protected. So as for those satanic trolls like Gardrael, in the name of Abba Yahweh, I rebuke you, because you're not going to get anywhere. But those poor elderly people, I pray in the name of Abba Yahweh that they be protected, that they get what's coming to them. That CHERELLE CLARKE used crocodile tears on me. I remember there was a police officer who came round who said if I would be willing to testify when her partner, I've got to go and see Jackie at I've got to go and see Jackie at the next door to the property and let her know about this, because PC Scott Franklin Lester, you know, the idiot that Stevens got to do a welfare check on me in one of the hotels after she threatened me. She's an insider on the system. He told me, let me know if you see CHERELLE CLARKE's partner, but he referred to him as an idiot because he's wanted back in prison. So I was doing the job of the police. Sergeant Simmons told me to record antisocial behaviour, and then I was arrested. Was a criminal on a tag. She was friends with this CHERELLE CLARKE. I recorded her threatening to beat me senseless. The company who put her on a tag, because I recorded them, they treated her like she was a child. This woman, this vile creature who had grown-up children. She and CHERELLE CLARKE, the whole lot of them, were bullying me. So John from A&A Contract, I saw you bullying me. Do you feel good about yourselves now, John? Northern John, because you know about my YouTube channel. Do you feel good now? Do you feel good that poor CHERELLE CLARKE and her mother are on the mainstream media online as stealing from the elderly? And I'm just some snob, aren't I? You are cowards. There are so many of you. And I am here to speak out about it. I mean, if it had happened to anyone, but they were preying on the elderly, CHERELLE CLARKE and her mother, keep them in prison, keep them where they belong, away from us, with a hedge of protection around us. I tell you, honestly, I'm now going to leave a voice message for John Bartlett. Oh gosh, and the food bank. I cannot believe this. I cannot actually believe it.
Lucas Property Management, you've reached the voicemail of John Bartlett, Housing Officer. Please note I am now away from the office until 9 a.m. on Tuesday, the 13th of September 2022. If you'd like to visit as soon as I can upon my return. Alternatively, if the matter is urgent, please redirect to 01233 555508, which is the phone number for Justin Godden. If you are planning to report an emergency repair,
Justin Godden, who couldn't find evidence of her attacking me. Have a look at that video.
Message after the tone. To re-record your message, key hash at any time.
Hello, John Bartlett. This is Bryony McCarthy speaking. I cannot believe this. Well, a sideline thing. Karen was going to, someone called Karen, care would speak to you on my behalf about the possessions in my room, because I've still got my case with the local government ombudsman. But I would just like to let you know, because obviously I'm suffering from PTSD from all the trauma I've been put through by Eastbourne Borough Council and the police. If you go in the mainstream media, CHERELLE CLARKE, and you can tell John and Justin this, because I'm documenting this on my YouTube channel. A prayer's been answered. However, I've just found out it's on MSN and I'm posting it onto my channel, so do let John know. CHERELLE CLARKE and her mother have been arrested and put in prison for 5 years for stealing from the elderly. Now, what do you know? What do you know? And her friend, what was her name? Carly Bishop, who threatened to beat me senseless at 3 a.m. and 3 hours later, PC Franklin Lester turned up to arrest me on a fraud over being suicidal on Beachy Head. Yes, this CHERELLE called me an effing spastic in front of paramedics. She not only drunkenly assaulted me, I recorded the neighbours, I recorded everything. But I'm aware the locks have been changed again, but the fact that I'm still here and talking to you, a prayer has been answered. So there you go. I hope John is proud of himself. Do tell him to enjoy my YouTube videos. The elderly. Let's hope they keep her in prison, because that Scott Franklin Lester told me, if you see that idiot, as in her partner, let us know, because he's wanted in prison. Yes, I think he's the one who smashed my bedroom window. So yeah, it's a miracle that I'm still here, but I'm suffering from PTSD. I've been up to Beachy Head only a few days ago. I've attempted suicide here and all, and I was put through 24 hours of torture at A&E. But yeah, so I'm still here, but I want to make sure my things, because I've got it recorded that you said that my possessions are still in the room. Okay, sorry, but why am I saying sorry? The A&A contractor Steve, I've got him recorded calling me an effing spastic, which is meant to be a hate crime. So yes, they target the vulnerable, all right, and protect the criminals. But you know that she's a visitor to the Riverbourne house. She was attacked in the street by random drunks trying to help me, and she's going through cancer treatment. I just wanted to reiterate that. Thank you very much.
To replay the message, key 1. To deposit the message, key 2. To erase, message deposited. Thank you for calling.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Thank you, Heavenly Father. I say thank you. It's those elderly people that, oh, I was just watching something harrowing earlier about Eyes of the Devil, what's being done to children with human trafficking and paedophilia, and I thought I was going to throw up. I couldn't. I've got to half an hour of that. But when it's going on in your own home, these demented degenerates. So if you want to attack me, whoever you are, you bring it on, because wow. Anyway, there we go. I'm just going to post. I'm smiling. I'm smiling because because my Elohim, I know I've been praying to him, and I know he's looking out for me. So yeah, and Helen James, that demented person who really needs help, the enemy, agent of the darkness. If you think I'm an anti-Semitic in my Heavenly Father's name, you think I'm a terrorist. Why? Because I said something positive about Jeanette Archer, a victim of satanic ritual abuse. Well, you might as well call my partner an anti-Semitic, because he's the person who brought me to our Heavenly Father's name. He showed me the Hebrew Aramaic scriptures. It's because of my partner I'm in a cleaner, I'm cleansed of every pagan thing that I used to like, and yeah, so you might as well report Yahweh's Restoration Ministry as being anti-Semite or whatever it was. And by the way, John Patterson has got Jewish blood, and people called him an anti-Semitic, but it was the Ashkenazi that he was against, which was a criminal network. But it's just interesting how people's minds work or don't work. But there we are. Wow, I can't believe it. So there we go. Have a look on MSN. Look up The Independent. Well, I'll post